Alright guys, how's it going? So I got a great song for you today. We're going to do Royals by Lorde. This was a huge hit years ago. I think it's still a pretty big song nowadays. And I heard it on the radio the other day, and I kind of heard something in my head. I thought I could mess around with it a little bit, try to come up with something. And it's a great way to work on everything we're going to be doing is going to be double stops at your D minor and D major pentatonic scale. And then we'll throw in some triads in the chorus to get more of the vocal melody out. And so that's all we're going to be using to play the vocal melody of everything. There's really no instrumentation in it. There's kind of just like a bass line with 3 notes that loops throughout the whole thing. And in the verse, there's no instrumentation at all. So we're strictly just going to be doing her vocal melody. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything in this, it hinges on your timing, your muting, and your phrasing. So it's a great way to practice all 3 of these things, because we're really going to be hitting down hard on 2 notes at a time, and you can work on muting out all the other notes that we're not playing. But let's just go ahead and get into the verse. Alright, so for the first part, it's mainly just 2-note double stops the whole time, right? So we'll be working at a D minor and D major pentatonic. Another way to look at this verse part, we're trying to match her vocal register, right? So she sings in this very low tone in the verse, and then when the pre-chorus and the chorus hits, everything gets higher and everything gets more major. So you could also look at this as we're working out of 4 different power chords like G, A, D, and C. And then another D major triad that kind of is where her voice goes down to. But anyway, everything's all phrasing, muting, timing, a lot of left hand muting. So we start out, there's 3 different phrases before it changes, right? So you can just listen to the song to get the most accurate version, right? So you'll have so that'll be our first one. So I'm going to use ring and pinky finger. I do that because it makes it easier to mute all the other strings, right? You have your thumb handy, you can lay your pinky over to hit all the other strings, and it'll mute everything else out, and you won't get any unwanted string noise. So we're going to do 5 on A and D, ring and pinky, give it a down hit. Walk up to 7 on A and D, do a 16th note, down, up, down, up. Then we're going to go D and G on 7. We're going to do a down, down, up, kind of take your pressure off the strings. Walk back to 5 on D and G with your ring and pinky. Use this fingering. You can use others, but it makes it easier to slide into where we're going next. Then do another bop bop on 5 on D and G. Then we're going to slide in on A and D 5 to A and D on 7 using your middle and ring finger. Give it some vibrato. That's your first phrase. I think she's singing I've never seen a diamond in the flesh, right? So then the second phrase, I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies. I think that's what she's singing. And you go, leave out that G though. Alright, so we go 5 to 7. A and D on 5, and then down, down, up 7 on A and D. 7 on D and G, same. Down, down, up. And then just do a triplet, bar D and G on 5. And then just hit 7 on A and D, slide off of it. Okay, and then we'll come back up. And we'll slide in 5 to 7 on A and D with the ring and pinky. Slide back to 5. Then we're going to play a D major triad. Just put down 5 on E and A, middle, ring, and then index finger 4 on the D string. Okay, make sure you don't hit that G. Alright, so that's your second phrase. What is it? Okay, and then I'm not proud of my address or whatever. Okay, so we'll just go 5 to 7 again. 5 and then dot dot up down on 7. And after we get to 7, I'll do like a triplet 2 or 3 times. Then bar D and G on 5. Hit that twice. Then pull off 7 on D and G to 5 on D and G. Then catch 7 on A and D, give it some vibrato. Okay, so real slow we have. Okay, and then we do the okay, so from here, in a peaceful town, whatever she's singing, a beat up town, I don't know. So 7 on D and G, down up, use all your other fingers to mute. Then we're gonna go 7, 8, G and B. Then go 7 on G and B with your middle and ring. Repeat that again. This time, when you get to 7 on G and B, vibrato it and then pull off to 5 and bar 5 on G and B. And then hammer on, it's all one motion, one pick. And then just hammer on to 7 on G, let the B ring out. Okay. Okay, so that'll be that whole part, and then we get into the chorus part, right? There's kind of like a pre-chorus and then like more of a main chorus part. So let's go ahead and get into the pre-chorus. All right, so for the chorus part, after we do the little then when it sings and everybody's like, and we get into all that melody. So you're gonna slide into 9 on D, bar G and B on 7, hammer on to 9 on G, and we're gonna hit like a unison bend up 9 on G, and then have 7 on the B string, and then pull off 9 to 7 on G to finish it. And everybody's like, okay, so that's that part, and then we get into the so now we start working at a straight out of D major pentatonic, right? And we'll kind of walk it in and out of some thirds here. So we'll have 5 on the A string, hit that by itself, and then get D and G on 7 right out of your D power chord. Then we're going to slide in from 7 and 5 on D and G to 9 and 7 D and G right out of your thirds pattern. Then roll your index finger over, bar G and B on 7. Now we're going to go 9 and 8 on G and B, slide up to 11 and 10 and pick the G and B string back and forth twice. Then hit them down both at the same time, slide back to 9 and 8 on G and B. Then bar 7 on G and B. That'll finish the phrase, and we'll repeat that twice. Okay, and then the We Don't Care, We Got Cadillacs in Our Dreams, whatever she's singing, right? We're almost going between like a C major and a G major triad, right? So you're gonna fret D, G, and B on the 5th fret. Use all 3 fingers. Use your ring, index, or ring, pinky, and middle finger, right? and hit the high E string open with it. And then keep your index finger on 4 on the G string right behind it. And then we're just going to lift off our ring and pinky finger. And we'll just have 5 and 4 on D and G. Don't hit the E or the A string. Okay, we don't care. Then I'll hit it one more time. And then I'll do a down up with 5-4 on G with the open B and E. Okay, and then we'll walk down. We'll walk right down to these thirds. We'll have 9 and 7 on D and G. And I'll slide into it and pick it twice. Actually, I just do a down up and then hit them both together. Hit it again. Then 7-5 D and G. Then 5 and 4 D and G. Okay, so you have your then we repeat the same thing. We repeat that opening lick again. Now we're going to change it. We're just going to kind of follow her vocal melody and the pitch that it takes. And we're going to be kind of playing the same thing but phrasing it a little bit differently. So after you do your C to G thing, and it's going to say, we're not caught up in your love affair. So we're going to try to phrase that with our right hand. Okay, so after you go 5 to 5-4, we're going to be holding basically like a G major triad, have 5 on A and D and 4 on G, and do a down up, and then one more down hit, and then walk back 7 on A and D to 5 on A and D. As that caught up in your love affair, right? Okay, so that's your pre-chorus part, and then we get into the next part, which is the main chorus, and let's go ahead and get into that. Alright, so after the pre-chorus part, then we get into the main part of the chorus, where she starts to be a lot more playful with the vocal melody. She swings up into this falsetto, and everything takes on this like wavy, wavy, and she'll kind of go up into the higher register. She'll be singing like the same note, but in a different register. So a lot of this is all going to be like double stops, combining major and minor. And a lot of times we'll just be playing like 2 notes out of a triad instead of all 3, and just be playing them in different registers to match what she's singing. So once we get out of the we're not caught up in your love affair, then we'll walk up here. That'll be the first part here, and then we'll walk back some triads. So all muting, all phrasing. We're going to go 7 on D and G, ring and pinky. We're going to do down, up, down. Then we're going to hit 9 on D and G with an upstroke. Then roll your index finger over bar G and B on 7. Then we're going to go 9 and 8 on G and B. We're going to slide in to 11 and 10 on G and B. And we're going to hit the high E with it. Then we're going to slide that back. And then we're going to go to 7 on G and B. We're going to hit the open D string and the high E with it. Okay. Basically playing right out of your D major triad. But we're adding in an E, so it's kind of like your sus2, right? It is a sus2, right? So okay, then time you gotta pause for a second. Then we're gonna slide up to 15 and 14. 15 on B, 14 on G. And then slide off of it. And then we're gonna go to 10 on B and E. And slide off of that, right? Okay, then we're going to walk up these. We're going to be going bar D, G, and B on 7 for your D major triad. Down, up, down, up. Then we're going to hit this third right here on 9 and 9 and 8, G and B. Kind of passing through a C, right? Then we're going to walk up to 12, 11, 10, play your D major triad, right? Give some vibrato. Then we just pick D, B, G to D. Walk down that same shape to C major on 10, 9, and 8. Kind of just strum it and then arpeggiate it. I'll just go D, B, and then D to G. And then just strum down on it, right? Then we'll play this little lick to get us into G. Just your typical like country Hendrix type of thing, right? So we'll have 7 and 8 G and B. Hammer on, pull off 9 on the G string while hitting B with it. Then slide back 9 to 7, pull off to 5 on D. And it'll be a real quick grab. You gotta go this G major, thumb on 3, meet out the A, have 5, 4, 3, D, G, and B. Okay, so you have where am I at? Okay, we crave a different kind of buzz. I'm gonna go D, B. It's all pausing and phrasing, right? And then I'll hit G and then G and B together. Hit them all 3, really. Okay, then let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, whatever it is. Same thing we did in the beginning, but we phrase it a little different, right? Because she's not singing as many syllables this time, right? Let me be your. We're just going to do a down up on 7 on D and G, and then slide into 9 on D and G, then bar G and B on 7, then slide up 9, 8 G and B up to 11 and 10, hit the open E with it, then slide back. Get that D sus2, open D, 7 G and B, open E. Same phrase here. Slide up to 15, 14 on B and E. Slide out of it, bar B and E on 10. Slide off of it. Okay. Then we're just going to walk up the same thing. Okay, so we'll have that D major again, 7 D, G and B. Down, up, down, up. Then get 7, 8 on G and B. Then your D major triad, 12, 11, 10. Okay, and here's what we'll change. We'll go. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to walk up all these different C major triads because she's singing the same note. She just keeps singing, I'll rule, I'll rule, I'll rule, I'll rule, whatever. I can't sing that high. But she's singing the same note, just in a different octave each time. So we can walk up these triads and get that same effect, right? So when we get out of the slide part, pick the D. We're gonna, instead of picking it, we're gonna strum it back. And baby, I'll rule, right? Kind of start on an upswing with an upstroke. So we're going to go up, down on 12, 11, 10 D major, and then slide back to your C major on 10, 9, and 8. Do another up, down, and slide off of it. Then we're going to go D, G, B on the 5th fret for that C major triad. Then I'm going to slide in from 7 to 10 on the D string. And then we'll do 10, 9, 8 for this C major triad. Then I'm going to slide from 10 to 14 on D, right? We'll play this C major here, 14 on D, 12 on G, 13 on B. Then we're going to slide from 14 to 17 on D. And this one I'm just going to play the sixth of it. It's kind of hard to grab the full triad, and it doesn't sound as good. So I'm just going to play the 17 on D and 17 on B and just mute out the G string. Then we'll go down to G major. Just kind of hit the low E first with your thumb on 3. Then go 5, 4, 3, D, G, and B. Okay, and then let me live that fantasy. You're just going to go 7. And then bend up 9. You can play around with it. You can make it country. You can unison bend it, whatever you want to do, right? Just hit down up on 7, and you're just going to bend up twice. And then the third time, bend it up and down and pull off the 7. Alright, so that's that whole little part. So let's play through the chorus like really slow, right? We have bends a lot of tune. My guitar's out of tune. These strings are like 8 months old. But anyway, man, that's the whole tune. It's a great, it really is a great song. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like the I don't know if it's like anti-hip-hop or just anti-culture of rich people or whatever, but I can definitely relate to that a little bit. But anyway, well, that's the whole thing, man. It's all muting, it's all phrasing, it's all timing. 3 things that everybody needs to be working on, especially me. So it's just a fun way to do that. It's at 85 beats a minute. You want to make a drum beat. Like I said, there's like a karaoke version you can play along to on YouTube if you want to do that. But that's it. So there's really not a lot to the song, but just trying to get the phrasing right and sit inside of the beat with the way she's singing it is, you know, it's definitely great practice. So that's it, man. Just have fun with it. Practice slow. I'll see you next time.